What's up, everyone? And listen up. I'm giving you my all-time best everyday wear fragrances. And I have 10 amazing fragrances sitting out in front of me, so stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. My name is Scented Paradise, and I got 10 amazing fragrances that I bought this year that are perfect for everyday wear. And that's why I decided to give you my all-time best everyday wear fragrances. And out of all 10 of these that I bought this year, I've landed some nice compliments. And 10 of these fragrances, some are designer, budget-friendly, and niche as well. So, starting with number 1, and it's from Aromatix, Nib, and French Avenue, we got Magnetiq. Now, if you're a fan of Versace Eros and you like YSL EDP, and you want something that is along those elements, this is pretty good for a cheapie. It's great quality. I get maybe 7.5 hours at the most. Decent performance. The sillage here is moderate. However, I like this one. It's fresh, simple. It's got a clean feel to it. And it's very approachable, easygoing, very wearable, highly versatile as well. And it just fits in this video for everyday wear. And it could be your own signature scent as well. So this is a really great option if you're on a budget and you want something that's going to get the job done. But I would encourage maybe sample it if you can. I don't really recommend blind buying unless you really enjoy the experience from it. But however, I don't encourage it. But is it blind buy worthy? Yeah, it is. But then again, I would recommend sampling it first. Other than that, great fragrance. Great for teenagers, any age. It's really great to have. And the bottle is cool looking. Cap, nothing really special here. But the bottle is kind of hefty. Other than that, good stuff. Decent juice. Another great choice, especially if you like the Aventus DNA, coming from a designer, but still a little different, and it has that Aventus vibe. Versace Eros Energy. Phenomenal fragrance. The opening is like an explosion of citrus. This is pretty much like a citrus forward fragrance. Very wearable, approachable, easygoing, very versatile. It works with any kind of setting, easy to wear, and just makes a nice everyday wear fragrance as well. And another great option from a designer fragrance. And it's kind of new to me because I've been exploring Hermes, and I almost have everything in the H24 and the Tier Hermes line, except for a few. And out of them all, H24, Vives. Vives is easier to wear, more wearable, easygoing, more approachable, slightly mature and masculine. But what's really unique about it, it's its own scent profile. There's nothing really out there that is similar to it. It's its own unique character. And it's great for everyday wear. And I think this one is the most easiest one to wear compared to the EDP or the EDT. The EDP feels a lot more mature, but this one is easier to wear, and it feels a little more appealing as well. And speaking of another great designer that came out this year, and I already talked about it a bunch of times, Boss Bottled Beyond. It's an all-around classy, everyday wear fragrance, whether you work in a professional setting, whether you work in, let's say, retail, a school, or you're going to school, going to college. It's easy to wear. Great for everyday wear fragrance as well. Decent performance, decent longevity, phenomenal fragrance. They did a great job with this one, and I'm happy to have this in my collection. So here's another great option for best everyday wear. And speaking of Jean Paul Gaultier, I got a couple here I had to put in this video. And out of the ones that I do own, these two that I will be talking about are probably the only two I can truly wear to this day and tolerate. And I'm talking about Le Beau Flower Edition. Now, this isn't for everyone, unless you're really in the violet and you like flowers, because this is like a floral version of Le Beau, even though you still pick up a slight base DNA line here. And this kind of watery, and you got kumquat, and you got some violet, and I think you got patchouli in here. It's kind of earthy. And there's something else. I do pick up like a watery coconut. However, phenomenal fragrance, great performance, easygoing, easy to wear. However, it might be challenging for some. I would say, 20 and up. It's another great choice. Everyday wear as well. And even in the cold, especially, you're going to school, going to work, it's easy to reach for. And I'm a fan of this one. And of course, this had to be in the video. And out of the entire Le Beau line, this is my favorite one, the Le Beau Parfum. And one thing that is very unique with this, it cuts through the cold. It literally cuts through the cold. Pineapple, aromatic, lavender, phenomenal stuff. Beautiful stuff. Doesn't make me sneeze as much compared to Le Male Elixir or Paradise Garden or the original Le Beau. I like this one the best. And this is easygoing, very wearable, highly versatile, makes a great daily wear, year-round, everyday wear fragrance. Now, I wouldn't wear this one in the high heat, maybe cool summer days, summer evenings. However, phenomenal stuff. And I like this one. It's another great one. Now, coming from another designer fragrance that's a little high-end as far as price point goes, where it's in the $300 top-tier lane, top-tier price point, should I say. And out of all the Louis Vuitton fragrances that I do own, I own 7. And out of them all, I find Imagination to be the most mass appealing fragrance. What really stands out here is that black Chinese tea. And it is soapy, aromatic, fresh, very refreshing, bright and vibrant. And this one packs a punch as far as longevity for me on my skin. I get roughly close to 9.5 hours. Not everybody's gonna get that, but this is great for everyday wear. Very versatile, highly versatile, any situation. It's just so good. And it's soapy. It's got neroli in here. I believe there's neroli. Maybe, yeah, neroli. It's so good. It's just so good. But anyways, this is like the best everyday wear fragrance when it comes to a designer. I love this one. It's my favorite one. It's just so refreshing. Anyways, not to get sidetracked, I kind of zoned out there for a minute, but it is expensive. I paid, well, $357 for it, but it serves its purpose, and I do get my money's worth out of it. And I wouldn't encourage, hey, go buy this. It only costs $300 some. No. But I had to have this in this video. I like this fragrance. This is another great one if you own it. And if not, you could buy decants, samples. It's just, I've smelled some of them dupes out there as far as quality goes. It doesn't come close to this. They're not one-to-one. The best way to really get this is to get a decant, and you can find them through like Decant X, where you get yourself a 5 mil and you'll be good. Great stuff. So I think that's it on the designers. Now I got a few niche fragrances here to talk about as well. And speaking of Creed, and out of all the 4 or 3 Creeds that I do own, Royal Water, I like this one the best. It's easy to wear. Damn, sorry about that. It's very easy to wear, everyday wear, very refreshing. Got some florals, maybe some woods. It's got this really nice natural peppermint to it, some citrus. I think there's melon in here, maybe. You got a little bit of floral in here. I want to say jasmine, but overall, great quality, high quality stuff, should I say. I get about 7.5 hours, and it might not be long to you. You might not get it. However, this is by far one of the best everyday wear niche quality fragrances that I currently own, and it's my favorite one so far. This is another great one. I paid roughly about $150 for this size, which is affordable, pretty good. I mean, 7.5 hours on skin is pretty good. Whether you're going to work, going to school, whatever, this is a great option. Another really good option where you can get probably up to 10 hours in longevity and great performance is Mancera Cedrat Boise. Best everyday wear all year round. Very reachable, highly versatile, works in many different situations. Great for all ages as well. And if you're not familiar with this one, I would sample it. But if you are familiar with this one, then you already know what this one is about. This one definitely does give that Creed Aventus vibe as well. You got citrus, woods, leather, and some floral. Great stuff. Great for everyday wear. And last but not least, I had to have another niche fragrance here. And it was a tough choice because I have so many new Zaharoff fragrances that I bought this year. And out of them all, this one was calling my name. Sun-Kissed Island by TLTG Reviews and George Zaharoff. This is like Miami, Florida in a bottle. It's got jungle essence, tequila accord. You got coconut, some florals, iris, I believe, slightly powdery. It's got a little bit of woods in the base, and the opening is just so good. It's very smooth, highly versatile, easy to wear. It's a standout fragrance, and it's by far another great best everyday wear fragrance. Well, there you go, guys. There is my all-time best everyday wear fragrances. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to more of my seasonal picks, and I hope you guys enjoy your week. And if you're a fan of any of these fragrances that I talked about, drop a comment, share your thoughts, likes or dislikes, and let me know your own feedback. I'm curious to hear about it. Peace out, everyone.